at Boots and Heels.
I'm Boots.
And I'm Heels. We're so glad you joined us. Man, a lot's happened this week. A lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
You know what? Before we even get started, I think we need to wish these folks a nice and wonderful happy Thanksgiving.
It's happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving,
everyone. Yay!
And always remember, why we're here, what the purpose is, and what a blessing it is to be in the United States of America on such a great holiday.
I know. Isn't that true? I mean, gosh.
I
It's
love
wonderful.
the holidays.
We have so much that has happened since we spoke to you last.
Kind of makes your head spin.
It does.
Like I'm sure how Nancy Pelosi's head is spinning.
Around
and every time I think of
around
her,
and around and
I think of Linda Blair in The Exorcist.
Yeah, so goodbye, Nancy.
Yeah. Ding dong. You know the rest of it.
So you know what? Trump's running again. Woo.
Yep.
Trump's running 2024. I mean, I know everybody out there's heard his big announcement. We've had a lot of feedback on that and a lot of nasty comments about it. Sure, but
like I tell everybody when I've been approached with the subject is, look, I don't automatically vote for anyone, not even President Trump. I study, I pay attention, I listen, I look at the platform, what the candidate plans to do, what his intentions are. I don't blindly follow anyone. I never urge anyone to blindly follow anyone. Always look at your candidate and make a decision on American values and if they stand for getting things done for us.
Yeah, but so many people are on the anti-Trump train.
Oh,
there's lots of people on the Trump train, but there's lots of people on the anti-Trump train, and they go back to a comment he said before he was ever even president, like 100 years ago. I mean, and that's enough for them. That's enough for them.
Yeah.
They don't want to look any further. They don't want to admit to having our economy in the best place in forever. They don't want to admit to that he closed the borders. We didn't have the problem that we have right now. They don't want to admit to any of that. They don't want to look at the statistics at all. They just want to be on that anti-Trump train. So go ahead and get on it. My train's bigger than your train.
Yeah, well, and how about you change your mindset to a pro-America train,
right?
And it not being about your personal likes or dislikes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could be an adult.
But I consider it kind of a win. I mean, a big win, actually.
No, it was a big win.
A big win because we've got the House.
Right,
I mean, we can start
House.
making, some progress there. I mean, we've got McCarthy.
Hope.
Hey, with McCarthy, we're not would just be saying goodbye to Nancy Pelosi. Of course, we'd be saying goodbye to Ilhan Omar because that is one of the things that he promised early on. He did state the other day he was going to make good on that promise. And if you really look at her and her anti-Semitic, anti-American comments and her ideals, it's horrible. So
horrible.
Goodbye. Long time coming. I wish you would have been gone a long time ago.
So much bigotry actually on the left.
Yeah.
That it's always been astounding to me that these leftists that say they're all about inclusion and love and whatever, but
they're on attack mode constantly, 24/7, 24/7 on the American people. Which, by the way, Democrat or Republican, that does mean you.
Yeah.
I mean, so just anti-American everything, and I've never been able to stand her, and it has nothing to do with anything other than her anti-American ideals. You've got Adam Schiff over here who actually lies to the American people every day.
Constantly.
Goodbye. And then you got Eric Swalwell, who really, he can't even get clearance on a public sector. Why should he have access to our private,
what I don't understand.
Security details? I don't understand that. So he's gone too, I'm sure. Because
if you're such a criminal or whatever you are, that you can't even get a security clearance in the private sector.
What are you doing there in the first place?
What are you doing there? What the heck?
Well, you know what? The investigation into the Biden is going to happen. It's happening now, and I'm just excited about it. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be a cheerleader over here.
Yeah, you can be a cheerleader.
Yep.
I will do a happy dance, and let's wait and see. I'm going to speak victory over this, and I'm just going to say that we're going to have a proper investigation that is free from political bias.
Yeah.
And that the truth will be found and the truth will be known, and people that have done horrible, heinous acts will be punished. And we're going to say that. We're going to pray about that.
Yep.
We're going to do this. I mean, I'll rub a chicken's back. I'll do whatever I've got to do.
Oh gosh, chicken's back.
Whatever.
Not sure how that. Okay, well, I don't know how that plays in, but kind of like it.
rub Buddha. I don't know. Whatever I have to do.
And then you got, and we keep talking about the insanity going on and on forever. But you look at Schumer's. Look at Schumer's comment about full amnesty. Now he's calling for full amnesty for all
anybody.
the illegals because guess why? We as Americans are not producing enough children. What about the 1 million plus children per year that is killed and that he stands behind murdering?
But it's all about creating the slave masters. They want to have a good workforce of slaves. So if you get uneducated people from underdeveloped countries and you get them here and they are not quite used to our American standard of living, then what are you going to get? A substandard American way of living.
Give people something more than what they had.
Right, which is nothing.
And then, you get their loyalty or you get their vote and that's it. So all of a sudden preaching full amnesty, but yet and saying that we don't produce enough children, but at the same time, you're the person that's so in favor of killing children. I mean, literally.
And I thought these were the same people that were concerned about overpopulation and food sustainability and natural resource sustainability. I mean, you would think that we would not want a population explosion. And at this point, if you look at who's having scads of children and who are not, we need to be worried about that because it's
just nuts.
It's nuts.
Nothing. It's the hypocrisy that gets me, and it always has.
Right.
It's to say something like that and then be so in favor of murdering babies. I mean, there's America's children. Okay, so I don't know, but maybe and then it always kind of miffed me anyway because really over 40% of the aborted children are of the Black community.
Right.
And that's the saddest part. The minorities, they are minorities that, and here he is all in favor of it. I wish Black America would wake up. I think they are. I really do. From the polls that I've seen, a lot of Black conservatives coming out now and just saying, to heck with this.
Right.
You've kept us, unempowered for so long, and we see the light of day now at this point.
Right.
So hats off to you. And we think you're a lot more intelligent than what this administration. Obviously, they don't even think you know how to vote.
They
don't think you can get to the voting polls and actually vote.
Yeah,
so.
I mean it's everybody. It's rural America. I mean
that too. Rural America. They think we're too much of an idiot to get to the polls.
It doesn't even have to do with skin color. It has to do with just poverty and social lines drawn by income. The slave masters that are wealthy and in power, they think that if you haven't amassed wealth like they have, which is criminal. Look at them all. Then you're not worthy of even being here.
That's proof in the pudding with Nancy Pelosi leaving the House. Okay, from the last thing I've heard that she's going to be leaving and not staying in Congress. I don't know. Maybe that's not true. Maybe she will.
Good.
But she's going to be leaving with a resounding $115 million net worth. I mean, somehow.
Oh, and that's a small.
So what you just said is true.
That's just her personal worth.
Yeah.
That's not counting her husband, Hammerman's worth.
Thinking about her husband, we're not happy that somebody gets hit in the head with a hammer. Okay, but what we suggest is exactly what you guys been screaming forever. How about a full investigation into that to really find out what actually really happened there? I mean, not in favor of anybody getting hurt at all, but there's probably more to the story.
Don't invite male prostitutes into your house.
Well, I don't have any proof of anything, but I'm going to say.
I mean, just
I mean, it's. I'm not going to comment here. Okay. I'm just going to say
security.
Holler out.
Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of that 14 minutes of the security tape.
Yeah, I know.
Let's scrub that.
So if they didn't withhold those kinds of things, it wouldn't make people suspicious of stuff. I mean, every single thing that the Democratic Party, this administration, not the Democratic Party, I'm not going to say all of them, but I'm going to say this administration, everything that has happened, there's holes in the story, there's hidden tapes, there's Hunter's laptop missing, there's always, there's the voting integrity at risk because, they have blackouts. I mean, why is everything that way?
The people who scream integrity and transparency lack in either department. And they do nothing but lie and manipulate and, scrub evidence. I mean, good grief. I'm not going to say how much worse can it get.
No,
we're
don't say
hoping
that.
it gets better.
Don't say that. Well, anyway, so yeah, a lot happened this week, so I call it a win. I don't
is
care
a
what
win.
anybody says.
It's a win. No, it's definitely a win.
Just
People-
getting rid of some people and bringing some good people
Well,
in.
and where
it's
we're
a win.
sitting with the Supreme Court also, you know, that's we're in a good situation there. I mean, we have so much to be happy about, but we have a lot of work to do, folks. I mean,
Yeah.
conservatives can be bad to rest on their laurels and let everybody else
Yeah. Don't
handle
do that.
everything.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We have to keep after it. We have to keep chewing the bone. We have to keep going and striving to make positive changes to get this country back on track.
Hey, I've got a great idea, folks. Let's make America
Great again.
great and glorious again.
Let's make America great again.
Oh, wow. So anyway, I guess that's, other than just hoping you guys all have a great, great Thanksgiving. Listen, you're going to be getting together with family. I know there's a lot of division in families right now. I have a lot of friends that are, in the Democratic Party, and we just agree to disagree and not talk about it. Let's eat some turkey. No, but I do. And so I try to, I try to, hold those people dear. I love them. But I will tell you this, there's a lot of those people that I absolutely know have been brainwashed by CNN because they're constant and consistent CNN watchers. Mm-hmm. I wish that they didn't do that. I wish people would just get out away from that and actually do their own homework.
Read some Associated Press stories from other countries,
yeah,
BBC News,
absolutely.
etc.
Look at those.
And you get more. You get more of the truth. There are so many news sources out there because our news is not really news; it's propaganda.
Oh yeah, our news is
paid
not
for by the
trustworthy.
highest bidder, and you know who that is. So you're not getting the news. Just do your homework and do your research because it's out there. You just have to look it up.
So as you gather together this holiday and sit down together to eat, just remember that God loves you. And I want to say this, and let's say this: God bless America.
God bless America.
God bless America. And until next time,
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye bye.